FX Nation, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. And in this video we're going to take a look at some of the trades that we were able to pick up yesterday during London and US session. So let's just jump right into this, guys. So first we have Pound USD, and this was for yesterday here. As you can see, here's our Asian box here, and then we ended up moving down to set up a type 1 setup here. As you can see, we got railroad tracks right at close to the beginning of the US session here. So what we actually ended up doing here is we ended up getting this trade here, which was about 48 pips, and then we ended up getting a reversal as well. So we got this move here, and then we ended up getting the M formation here that you see here as well. So that one was about 40 pips or so, give or take, on Pound USD. The next one that we took was on Pound AUD here, and we took a nice W formation here, type 1 setup. As you can see, very nice setup. Now, a quick thing about this one is we actually took a sell first because we ended up getting this star pattern at the beginning of London session, right? So we ended up taking this pattern down, and then as soon as we got this railroad track about 5:45, 6, we went ahead and we got out of the trade and we waited, okay? Because typically whenever we have a star formation like this, right, we typically get a good trade down. Problem is that, as you can see here, we have Blueberry, which is basically the 800 EMA, and basically stopped right before and railroad tracked. So to me, that's an indication that something else is going on. And you can see on the candles, we didn't get very strong, movement down candles, right? So we got out of this trade here, and this trade was only maybe like 20 pips or so. So we only got 20 pips out of that one. But then we went ahead and we waited, all right? And it wasn't until towards the beginning of the US session that we got the W formation here that you saw. And so we actually ended up buying and taking that one all the way up. That was a good 200 pips on that one. That was a fantastic trade. We did this very similar thing on Pound NZD. And Pound NZD, what we did was, it was a type 1 setup, and again we ended up getting railroad tracks here at the very bottom and beginning of the US session. And this one we ended up just taking all the way to probably about like 2 o'clock or so. It's about 150 pips depending on where we got out at. Some people wrote it out, some people actually still in it. So but for me, I like to close out trades by 1 o'clock Eastern time. Alright, so that was Pound NZD. And then we got a nice M formation here on USD CAD, type 1 setup. As you can see clearly, we got a nice little M there, and that was about 30 pips or so. We got a nice W formation on USD JPY here at the beginning of, or excuse me, the second half of the US session. And a lot of this really just happened to be more with FOMC news as well. So we got in it before the FOMC news, but we were expecting the dollar to be strong on that, and I'll show you on the other trade here that we got for FOMC, which is Euro USD. and you can see we got a nice type 1 setup here during US session. Again, this all happened during right before FOMC, which is at 2 o'clock. So if we were looking at the setup here, we saw 145. It was making the double top here for the M, and so we knew that the odds of the dollar being strong for FOMC news was going to be really high. So we took that trade, and then we also took the buy on USD JAPY. Okay. And then there was, I believe, one more here that we took. Yeah. Euro AUD, same thing. We ended up getting railroad tracks here. This was a type 3 setup because it was in the middle of the Asian range, as you can see here. So type 3 setup, Asian range, and very similar thing happened where we actually got into a trade here as a sell because we saw the star pattern as well. We actually ended up getting stopped out because we ran a tight loss, stop loss, and so we ended up getting stopped out, even though price only made it right above to the high of the star formation. Because of the spread, it actually took us out. So we took a loss on this one, and then as soon as it came back down, it produced the railroad tracks in the middle of through the middle of the Asian session here. So we took it as a buy instead, and this one produced very good, just like the other one did, about almost 180 pips or so on that one. So that was a very good trade. Here was an M formation as well on Euro CAD. This here was right before the news session, and really news didn't really affect CAD as much as I thought it was going to, but this was a nice type 1 setup here for an M formation here. This one here was only about 40 pips or so, but it was still a nice little trade setup. And so here was an interesting one as well. So in Euro JAPY, as you can see, we were looking for an M formation here, right? And we were hoping for it to go all the way down. This one did not go all the way down. We actually got stopped out on. So we went first for a sell, okay? And we were hoping to get to the bottom of the Asian range. It didn't do that, and it took us out here. So it was probably like a 5 to 10 pip loss, maybe, if that. And so we waited again, and then one of our other traders saw that we were getting an M formation here on Euro JPY. So we went ahead and we took the sell on this one at about 130, 145. So we just tried it again, and this time it worked out for us. This one was about 65 pips or so on that one. But again, the first one we lost, and then we came out to the second again. Okay. And that was it, guys. Those were all the trades that we called today. There's definitely a lot more trades that were available. So like this one, Euro NZD, same thing happened again here. A type 3 setup where we got railroad tracks here, and you could have taken that one as well. That one was missed. So there was a couple of them that we did miss out on. Pound Swiss, I believe, had some M's that we could have traded, and Pound CAD had a nice M here and then a W here as well. So can't trade them all, guys, but we only want to trade the pairs that are the best clear setups for us. Again, I can't stress that enough. If it's not clear, we don't trade it, which is why we have a lot of the success that we do have. So again, if it's not a clear pattern for you to see, you don't trade it, you look for a different pair. And as you can see, guys, I've been showing you this for a very long time now, for weeks now, that you can find setups every single day. You just have to know what you're looking for. So But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Guys, comment below. Let me know if you guys caught any of these setups, perhaps, or even different ones that I did not mention. Also, guys, I'm hoping that next week we can start the market maker method videos. So next week, I'm hoping to start the actual strategy, and we can break down how we trade and the setups and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully we'll start that next week. But until next time, guys, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Guys, one last thing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the fact that you take the time to watch my videos. I really hope that I've added value in each of the videos that I make for you guys, and I hope that you're learning something. As always, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like and share the videos if you found value in them. And also, don't forget to visit our website at www.fxntradinggroup.com. Once again, guys, thank you so much. I'm truly blessed.